So welcome back to my channel. If you haven't joined the Black Envy movement, what are you doing? Click subscribe, click the notification bell so next time you could be notified every time I post a new video. So today we gonna get all personal and everything and just have some girl chat, some women talk, you feel what I'm saying? I was motivated by doing this video because I've been talking to a couple of people, comments I receive on Instagram, like DMs and stuff, and messages I get. I'm always asked, how are you so confident? How are you so comfortable in your skin? Like, oh my gosh, you're so pretty. And to be honest, that kind of makes me uncomfortable. It really, when other people say it, it makes me very uncomfortable. Believe it or not, I'm so serious. Like, I'll come off like, oh, thanks, because I don't know what to say. Like, it's like, to me, it's still a shock when people see me that way. I'm like, this whole time, I ain't filmed, ain't nothing was going on outside until I clicked this record button. I'm telling y'all, they be trying me. They be waiting. Anyway, back to what I was saying. But when people tell me that or like compliment me, I'll be like, ooh, sis, you're doing a little too much. Cause it's just like, I don't know how you see me like that, because, and that's not like to degrade myself or like to or like minimize my beauty, I guess. It's just more so like, you know, you're not used to something, and then all of a sudden everybody sees you a certain way. You're like, I just feel regular degular. I truly feel regular degular. I don't feel like I'm spectacular in any way. Physically, I just feel like an ordinary woman. You know? So today I'm going to just be talking about how I grew confidence within myself and how I built my self-esteem, because it was a journey, child. It was a journey finding myself, and advice I will be giving to anyone watching this video, because obviously you clicked because you yourself are trying to find you know, a better self-esteem of yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that, because even the people you think that are gorgeous are battling their own self-esteem. So don't feel bothered because you want to find information to help you build as a person. Don't feel, you know, less than because you watching this video. You not, sis. And that's what I'm here for, to let you know you are great, you are amazing, and with time you're gonna even be better. Okay, so let's get this video started. So guys, I'm gonna start talking about how I grew up, how I saw myself. This might be a lengthy video, so please bear with me. Okay, so growing up, I was not the prettiest of the bunch. I was a really chunky kid. You see my little gap today, it wasn't little, you feel me? It was the size of SpongeBob 2-buck teeth, you feel me? I could fit my whole pinky finger all up in there, okay? And to be honest, I had the most Haitianist parents. Like, my parents are hardcore Haitians, okay? So anyone who is like foreign descent and their parents are black, we got the same childhood, sis. Just being black in general, it don't even matter if you're foreign or not. We got the same childhood, sis, because my childhood was some struggle childhood. Okay, my mom, I was in middle school and my mom was still trying to put barrettes in my hair, and I'm looking like, no, the girls having silk presses. I want a silk press. I don't want barrettes. I don't want we'll probably barrette food. Excuse my language. I wasn't supposed to say that. Bleep that out. But yes, y'all, I had a very crazy childhood. And growing up, and colorism is real, I'm sorry to say. I'm not sorry. I'm just trying to be polite. But colorism is real. So growing up being a dark skinned girl, because I feel like every dark skinned girl has a very similar story to mine. That's why I'm not going to really get into details, but y'all already know. Growing up dark skinned and you're not a red bone, you ain't light skinned, you ain't got looser curls, you don't have the colored eyes, and you don't look the typical European pretty, you gonna hit some obstacles. And growing up in boys and other people will call me roach. I was bullied a lot as a kid. I was disrespected a lot as a kid. And at some point, I just became immune to it. At first, I would cry, I'd be like, oh my God, why people feel that way? And then when I hit middle school, I just was like, I can't do this no more. I'm not going to be a punk. My parents can't do nothing. The teachers, the school don't care. So therefore, I'm about to buck up. You feel what I'm saying? Like dead serious. Because I feel like the reason why it turned like that was more so I saw all the darker little boys. Like, they were darker than me. They're disrespecting me. But they're darker and they weren't that cute. They in these little Caucasian little skinny things. And I'm like, they don't really like you, bro. You're just an aesthetic piece to their lives to call their girls and be like, hey, I got me a black dude. But that's another conversation for another day. Not to get off the topic, but this video about to be raw, okay. All those things made me feel less than, you feel me? I didn't grow up in a household, I'm sorry guys. I didn't grow up in a household where, being praised or being encouraged or just words of affirmation wasn't the normal. It was not. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why my love language is affirmation, because I didn't grow up with that. Anyone who black already know, we don't grow up in how, like, especially my age. I'm 23 going on 24. I didn't grow up with a, oh my God, you so pretty. Oh, chérie, ou belle. Gotta kiss your belle. So I was like, I probably am ugly because ain't nobody telling me nothing. And then the people who told me I was cute, I was like, you probably lying because I don't feel that way. So for a very long time, I just felt like I was just the abnormal. I was trying to understand what is wrong with me. Like, why do people not find me pretty? Especially people my age. Like, I remember one event that happened in my life that crushed my spirits, y'all. It done took your girl off guard. And I was like, oh my God. In 6th grade, me and my group of friends, we all liked this one boy. He was in 8th grade. I think his name was Rashad Kelly or something like that. I don't care about his government. You know, a bump dude. I don't care. I'm putting out his whole government name. Because he done disrespected your girl. And we all had a crush on him. I mean, like, we all had a crush on him. And I remember somebody, I don't think they was my friend for real because they wouldn't do no trifling-ish if they was my friend, but one of them went to tell him that I had a crush on him. And he called me, you talking about burnt girl with the burnt lips? I was like, and then when she brought the message back, she felt compelled to tell the whole group to me without even talking to me in private, telling me what he said. And I was like, oh, you want to belittle me, but girl, your hair fried too. You remember them high fam? And I was sitting there and I tried to play it off. I was like, I don't care. I don't care. But that really bothered me because I was like, one, you don't even know me. Okay, I didn't ask you out. I didn't talk to you. We wasn't even friends. I just like you from afar. And you had the audacity to disrespect me. Like, who are you? Who are thou? Okay? And I remember just feeling so hurt and embarrassed. I told myself I ain't never talking to no dude ever again in my life. Whether I like him or not, he ain't never, ever gonna get not a lick for moi, because ain't nobody gonna disrespect me. I'm not gonna let you have power over my emotions like that, about especially how I feel about myself. I'm already feeling crappy, and you gonna add that on top of that? Okay, all right. We not doing that. So, as you guys, if you've been subscribed to my channel or you've watched previous videos from the last 3 years, you know that I've suffered depression for a very, 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 very long time. And my self-esteem was one of the factors that made me feel very crappy about myself. And so that within itself, I only saw myself in a very negative light. I'm like, well, if the people I know feel this way about me, then obviously this must be it. You feel me? I must be what they think I am. Okay, I must be ugly. You feel me? Crappy. Okay, it's good. So, oh y'all. There we go. So, I just stayed to myself. I never thought much of myself. I just was like, well, it is what it is. I gotta figure out how to live with it, make the best of what I got, and keep pushing. So I started being real bold, y'all. 14, 15, going into high school, I just told myself, you know what? I'm not gonna care what anybody say. At this point, I'm not gonna let other people opinions about me make me feel even worse than what I felt. So I felt like one of the steps I'm grateful that I took without even knowing was gaining that control back over my emotions. Until this day, no one can hurt my feelings worse than myself. No one has that power. Not even my husband, y'all, had that power to make me feel crappy about myself. Because at the end of the day, baby, I'm the only one who can make myself feel crappy. We're not doing that. That's why a lot of comments people say about me don't affect me. I was cyberbullied before I was even popping, okay? I was bullied before I was even popping. So all that extra rah-rah now that I'm an adult, I'm looking like, you got anything better? Because I heard it all. And guess what? That ain't me. Period. So I felt like that was one of the best things I did for myself, was gain control over my emotions. And that's what I've been battling with for so long. Because I was like, I feel like the only reason why I felt about one of the factors, the main major factors that I felt so lowly of myself, is allowing other people to dictate how I feel. Allowing them to get to the vulnerability part of myself, which I'm not trying to do. So when it got to that point and I got into high school, I can't say the way I was bullied prior to that, I ain't never been bullied again. Let me tell you why. One, as I said, it is what it is. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Two, I made the best out of what I had. So me, I was growing up into myself. I was very tomboyish. But I was like, you know what? I want to be a little girly. I want to be a little something something. So I'm going to start figuring out how to do my hair. Now, I don't want to put too much emphasis on the physical attributes to build your self-esteem, because that's not the point of the video. It's more so how this have driven me to see myself in a very different perspective than how I saw myself majority of my life. So I noticed that when I took time for myself and did things for myself, I felt better. When I just did things for myself, I felt better. So growing up, you know, I wasn't the best. But you know what? I literally forced myself to stop comparing myself. So 15, 16, you know, growing into the woman I am today. And you know, just not caring made other people like curious about me. Like, why does this chick not care? Like, whatever. I never put myself in a particular group. I was everybody's friend. I was cool. I was chilling. I was kicking. I was my own clique. Because at the end of the day, I didn't want anybody feeling lower than me or higher than me. We all the same people. We all go use the bathroom the same way. And so going through high school, I was realizing more about myself and what I like. So what I thought I like is not what I like because I focused too much on everybody else. So towards the end of high school, I end up dating a guy, which was at the time the type of guy I always wanted in my life. And this experience literally made me look at myself in a very honest way. So I ended up dating this guy. This was like the only real relationship I actually claim other than my husband, because there's a lot of life lessons in this relationship because it was a real relationship. So this guy I was dating, he was like my first love basically, and he was everything I wanted in life. He was tall, he was athletic, he was light skinned. And it's so crazy, like growing up, even in my culture, light skins are viewed superior, and I didn't realize that was mentally ingrained in me because I only liked it light skinned men. Like, why? Like, even now I look at myself, I'm like, girl, you was stupid. You was stupid. But anyway, physically he had everything I wanted, okay? And to have a guy that you always was attracted to but didn't feel like you were quote unquote worthy to have be attracted to you, you start feeling like the ish. You like, oh, baby want me, so obviously I'm getting cute. And you know what, I was feeling myself, even though a lot of people didn't believe he was my boyfriend. We were dating for like 2 years, but for some reason a lot of people didn't think he was my boyfriend, hence why, you know, people be hating on the down low. And just because you might be ugly to someone, you're always beautiful to somebody else. But yeah, they were thinking I was getting catfish. Even the people I didn't consider pretty, I was like, baby, you can't even get you an ugly man, and you worried about me, and I don't gotta lie. And one thing about me, anyone who know me, I don't gotta lie. I don't gotta lie about nobody being my man. I don't gotta lie and do none of that. I don't claim nobody that ain't mine. Sarah don't do that. So that's why I was so confused. But during that relationship, he could see that I didn't value myself. I didn't see myself in a way I should see myself. And so he wrote on that. Like he wrote, like there would be times he would tell me straight up. He was like, you should feel lucky that I like you. Like you should feel lucky that you're my girlfriend. Like, you know, if we were to have kids, I would make our kids beautiful. Like, you should be lucky. And at the time I didn't get it. And like going through the relationship, I'm like, I don't feel happy with this guy anymore. Like, he really demeans me in a very bad way. I remember once he told me that if we were to have kids, the kids would only look good because they would be light skinned. They would look like him. And I'm like, if you guys can hear the words that are being spewed out my head right now as we speak, going back on that memory. And, you know, a lot of that stuff rubbed me the wrong way because he made it seem like I couldn't do no better. But the joke's on him. Yeah. Do we do that anymore? Woo, I'm telling y'all getting the most rawest version of me right now because I'm talking to you like another girl. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because sometimes we think we hit the jackpot, but we don't. And this is why me going through this mini summary of my feelings and realizing that what people have told me is not what it is, and how those words that were spewed against me have changed, have reversed, have regressed, because the same people who was disrespecting me, the same people who was saying this and that, you know, trying to claim me, trying to be like, oh my god, girl, you're so beautiful, you're so cute, oh my god. And I sit there and I look at them and I'm like, I look the same with just makeup and hair. And they'll tell me that, and I'm just with my regular face, not even beat. Oh my God, you grow so beautifully. I'm like, oh my God, I look the same. Nothing has really changed. Nothing has really changed. And it's all because they can tell that you've leveled up. And I don't mean level up at how you physically look, but just the aura you carry with yourself. So now here's the advice that I'm coming to you after my mini rant, my mini journey. Because as I said, if I go into detail, they're going to be too long. To all my young girls, to all my girls, it don't matter if you're 20, you're 30, or you 10, you 6. Here's my advice to you. My advice to you is that teach yourself that the only opinion that matters is yourself. Teach yourself that the only person that can make you feel lowly of yourself is yourself. Understand that you have forever to go to grow. Understand that you are beautiful regardless of how the world is, how the world sees you. Because as you can tell in society, what's considered beautiful is very ugly. Obviously, you can tell that they don't know what they're talking about. The people who, the head of fashion, if you look at the people creating clothes trying to tell you what's beautiful, you're looking at them like, sis, you kind of ugly. And that's not me disrespecting them, but the social aspect of what beauty should be is not what they look like. And they're the one pushing the stereotype. So why are you allowing that to control you? Why are you allowing that to dictate how you feel about yourself? Don't compare yourself to the next girl, because the next girl gonna have her own problems. I had a photo shoot last year for my anniversary, and my photographer and her friend came for the photo shoot, and I went up to my photographer friend, a very beautiful girl. I mean, beautiful, okay? And I wish I was over exaggerating. I wasn't. And I went up to her and I was like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. And one thing about me, if I see a beautiful woman, I'm going to let her know she's beautiful off the rip. Because one thing I hate about society, they act like if you tell another person that they're beautiful, you know, that's a problem. You can't do that. No. Sometimes you don't know what kind of day that girl might be having, and that just lifts up her spirits. That motivate her to do more. Just that one compliment, genuinely from the heart. You feel me? I told this girl she was beautiful. I was like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful. She was like, oh, I don't see that. I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, I don't feel like I'm beautiful. I don't think I'm beautiful. And that just broke my heart, because the journey I went through, the journey I took to finally be here today to tell you how confident I am, it broke my heart to see another woman, another young girl don't feel highly of herself. Let me tell you what negative effects, negative impacts having low self-esteem does to a woman. And this is why we are where we are in society today. What negative impacts it has: one, it puts you in bad predicaments. Because you think lowly of yourself, you have little to no boundaries. Okay? You're settling for anything because you don't think you're worthy of great. You deny the great because you're so lowly of yourself. And that's not what we're here for. That's not what we're created for. We're created to do the best. Third, we settle for anybody who gives us the little attention or the little quote-unquote love we think that's love, to feel fulfilled because we think so lowly of ourselves. And then we pass that on to generation and generation and generation. We don't gotta do that. You know what makes a successful woman? What makes a successful woman is believing that she's successful. She don't gotta wait till somebody else tell her that. When I started my hair journey, everybody looked at me crazy. When I started my makeup journey, everybody looking at me crazy. When I started YouTube, when I started my businesses, everybody looked at me crazy. And guess what? I'm still pushing. I'm still grinding because I have souls to touch. My craft does not define me. I define it. Because at the end of the day, I have an end goal for everything I do. And my goal is to make women like me know that they're worth it. Because I realized when I built my self-esteem and I grew into the woman I am today, and I am confident and I am content with my own beauty, where I don't feel like I have to walk out with makeup. I have to walk out with a wig every day. I have to do this and that to feel comfortable, to feel beautiful. When I was confident to walk out here with my natural bald-headed self, okay? Get on this platform where people criticize you for anything in my natural estate, okay? I know those were the tools that helped me to keep going further, because the only obstacles that could be there is for the obstacles other people create for me, not what I create for myself. I believe having high esteem, you don't settle in life. You welcome the greatest blessings. You welcome a challenge because you know you will conquer that challenge. And that's what we need to be. We're not comparing other people to us, because let me tell you why. They are not us. The next girl don't look like me. She don't got eyes like me. She don't got a head shaped like me. She's not shaped like me. She doesn't think like me. She doesn't have eyes like me. She doesn't have as many eyelashes as me. Everything about me is different. Therefore, I can't compare myself to the next girl, because the next girl ain't me. And I am not she. We are two different people in two different journeys, with two different battles, two different wars, two different journeys. And you have to understand that. And when you understand that, you welcome the blessings in your life. You do better. You push better. When you see things that you instill in yourself, anything is possible. Things I never thought I would be able to do. Things I thought that was out of my reach, out of my touch. But because I changed the perspective of myself willingly, forcefully, to regress everything I was taught and everything I saw, to realize that that's not it, everything feels closer. I'm not rushing anymore. Okay, I'm not allowing myself to enjoy each milestone in my life, to meet new people every day, to inspire people every day, to inspire little girls, young little black girls to know that they are beautiful. They don't have to wait till they're an adult like me to love myself. We have to start young, so we got to start with ourselves. Okay, we don't do this for anybody else but ourselves. We don't walk out confidently for anybody else but ourselves. We're not here to fake it. We're not here to fake it. Once I pass by, you will feel that aura. You will feel that. And that's what every woman needs to get to. You're not in competition. We're not. We all have a different race we're trying to win. But we have to change the perspective of ourselves, of what social media says, because it's changing every day. What was considered having a big butt when I was younger was ugly is now being outrageously done. You see what I'm saying? Big lips back then is now outrageously done. Be content within yourself, because somebody's out there gonna love you even harder than you. You see that? You see the joy through me? Can you feel the energy through me? How happy I am to love myself. How happy I am that when I walk out, you know, I'm good. I'm relaxed. You see what I'm saying? I carry myself in a way that I don't want somebody to look up to me and be like, dang, I want to be just like her. I want to bask in that energy, knowing that I can conquer anything, no matter what the journey is, no matter what the challenge is. And I feel like we don't hear that enough. We all gonna go through some obstacles. They might be all different, but we all gonna get through them. But what we want to do is finish strong. We don't want to cross that finishing line with half a leg, huffing and puffing, you know, dying. No, you want to still have a little energy left to bask in that accomplishment and that winning. So you can thank everyone who is cheering you on from the beginning, even if it's just yourself. Because sometimes all we need is ourselves. It don't matter what somebody else says to you. Growing up, if people told me I was beautiful, it wouldn't matter. Because I didn't see myself beautiful. But when I saw myself beautiful, none of the negative notions could hurt me. They bounced off. They bounced off my body. Can't even penetrate. Why? Because I'm me. In my eyes, I'm beautiful. In my eyes, I'm successful. In my eyes, I'm a good person. In my eyes, I have a goal, a mission to accomplish more than what I do as a career. Because I'm more than that. I am a woman, and I'm a woman that's going to change that cycle in my life and in my family's life. And that if I bore a child, whether it's a girl or a boy, they will know themselves. They will accomplish anything. Because I myself as their mother have done it. And that's what we need to push for. Whether we have children or not, just for yourself. Accomplish that goal and make yourself proud. Don't worry about your mama, your daddy, but yourself. Because at the end of the day, all you got is yourself. You're going to die with yourself foremost, and everybody comes after. Love yourself. Help other young black girls around you. You see a little black girl in the street, tell her she's beautiful. You see a little black girl in the store, tell her she's beautiful. You see another black woman looking and slinging, tell her she's beautiful. Because all we got is each other. All we got is ourselves. And we determine how we feel about ourselves. And that is one of the keys to success. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you can feel the passion through my voice. Because it's one of those things I really wanted to talk about for a very long time. I want my platform to be more than just the hair, the makeup. Those are just add-ons. Those are things I enjoy doing, but nothing makes me happier than letting somebody know that they're amazing. You know, and everyone knows I do hair, so I meet all different kinds of walk of life. And I make sure that if anyone leaves my chair, they're going to leave not only feeling great because their hair is done, but feeling great as a person. I make sure I motivate anyone who comes by my path. They're going to leave with something good, and we're going to start implementing that in this channel. A lot of people asked me to do it. I was hesitant because I become very raw, very personal. But I think this is a good start. And so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment down below. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share. And I'll see you in my next video.